Konnichiwa minna. Hello everybody. In this video I want to give you guys my deck profile of my Pokemon GLC Psychic deck. So if you guys would like to see more of these types of videos from me, definitely subscribe down below. So let's get started. So I'm just going to briefly talk about the cards because I don't want to make this video terribly long. So I run the beautiful illustration rare Cleffa from Obsidian Flames. For 0 energy at all, you draw until you have 7 cards in your hand. Really good. I run the Lunala line from Guardians Rising for the Wings of Moon. Basically for 3 psychic energy for 130, move all energy from this Pokemon to your bench Pokemon in any way that you like. Really good. And then Scatter Shot for 40 times for a psychic. This attack does 40 damage times the amount of psychic energy attached to this Pokemon. Really, really amazing card. And then I run the Ralts, the Curlia, for the ability Refinement, to discard a card from your hand to draw 2. Really good. And then the Gardevoir from Chilling Reign, for its ability Shining Arcana. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck and attach any number of basic energy cards you find there to your Pokemon in any way that you like and put the other cards to your hand. Very good. And then Brainwave for 3 colorless energy for 60 plus. This attack does 30 damage for each psychic energy attached to this Pokemon. Really, really good attacker. Really, really amazing. Next, I run the Hatenna, Hatterene, and Hatterene from the Trick or Trade set. You're not going to be using it for its ability, the Witch Rondo. It's basically like an escape rope, but Psychic is pretty good for 30 plus for ADCE. His attack does 50 damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon, so really good if your opponent has a lot of energy on their active. She definitely hits hard. And then the Mischievous and the Mismagius for her ability Spiteful Magic. If this Pokemon has full HP and it is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, put 8 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. Really good. And then Eerie Voice for 1 Psychic. Put 2 damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon. Really good. Typical Psychic stuff where you get to strategically place, put damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon. And that's why I love Psychic right now. So much fun. Next I run Ghastly and Haunter. This is from the Evolution set. And the Gengar for its ability Last Gift. If this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, you may search your deck for 2 cards and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. And then Pain Burst for 10 plus for 3 colorless energy. This attack does 40 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. Really, really good. And then the last Pokemon that I run, which is probably my absolute favorite, like in this deck. Gothita, and then Gothitelle from Paldea Evolved. I love this card so much. For its ability, Read the Stars. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck, put one of them back, and put the other at the bottom of the deck. Really, really amazing card. Basically, every single turn, I get to look at the top 2 cards of my opponent's deck, and I can put like a not-so-good card on top, and the good card at the bottom. That way they draw into that bad card. So, really, really amazing card in this deck for sure. I do like it. So that's all the Pokemon. Now for the supporters, which I'm not going to go deep into the supporters because they're all staples basically, but 1 Arven, 1 Carla for the recovery because I love recovery in my decks, one Wally, which is basically a rare candy but as a supporter since we run a lot of stage 2s. One Marnie, I hate this card so much when it's used against me. One Raihan, one Professor's Research to discard your hand and draw 7. One Roxanne, and one Bosses. So, staple stuff. That is all the supporters. I only run 2 stadiums in this deck, and that is Old Cemetery. Really, really good card if your opponent is not playing Psychic. And then Altar of the Moon to lower your Psychic Pokemon's retreat cost. So, really, really good. These 2 stadium cards are really, really awesome. It just depends on the situation. Like if my opponent is also playing a Psychic deck, obviously I'm not going to use Old Cemetery. I'm going to be using Altar of the Moon. But if my opponent is not playing a Psychic, then I would use the Old Cemetery. So these 2 stadium cards are pretty much whatever the situation is. Going on with the trainers. So all the balls, basically. Nest Ball, Hisuian Heavy Ball, Timer Ball, Ultra Ball, Quick Ball, and Level Ball. Really, really amazing cards. Level Ball, you get to search for a 90 HP Pokemon or less and add it to your hand. Quick Ball, you get to search for basics. Ultra Ball, you get to search whatever you want at the cost of discarding 2 cards. Timer Ball is basically a coin flip, so not as good in my opinion, but still really good if you can get the coin flip off. And then Hisuian Heavy Ball is basically like Hazelf from Legends Awakened. You get to look at your prize cards and get a basic and replace it with this card. And Nest Ball to search for more basics, because bench out is not fun. Escape Rope, and then of course the classic switch, the best switch artwork in my opinion. You need switch cards, very, very important. One Rocky Helmet. I really like this card in conjunction with the Mismagius. So basically, you can use this item card to attach it to your Mismagius, and basically Mismagius will be hitting for 10 damage counters instead of 8. So I do like it. One Defiance Band. So basically, if I'm behind on prizes, all of my attacks do 30 damage, or 30 more damage. Ordinary Rod and Rescue Stretcher are the recovery cards that I do run in the deck. Love them. I love recovery because deck out is also not fun. Trekking Shoes. My favorite trainer card right now, my absolutely favorite trainer. Basically, I get to look at the top card of your deck. Yeah, I get to look at the top card of my deck, and like if it's a card that I want, it goes to my hand. If not, I could discard it and draw another card. Lost Vacuum, really good card to get rid of your opponent's tools and stadium cards. One Pokemon Communication. I get to take a Pokemon from my hand, shuffle it back into my deck, search my deck for a Pokemon that I do want, and add it to my hand. Evolution Incense to search for evolution Pokemon. Rare Candy and Evil Soda for evolutions. Professor's Letter to search for basic energy. And Fog Crystal to search for psychic Pokemon, which is everything in this deck, or psychic energy. So that is all the trainers in the deck. Now for the energy. Ichi, Ni, San, Yang, Go, Roku, Nana, Hachi, Q, Ju, Juichi, Juni. So 12 psychic energy. Yeah, like you need psychic energy, so that way I can attack with my psychic Pokemon. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about my Pokemon Psychic GLC deck down below. This deck is a lot of fun. I really do enjoy this deck a lot. And I definitely want to upgrade this deck as sets come out. So in the recording of this video, Paradox Rift will be coming out very, very soon, and I definitely want to add, like I think it's Screamtail. Like I also want to add Screamtail to this deck, and many other cards as well. So yeah, guys, I will see y'all next time, and happy Halloween, everybody. Matane!